Today we're taking a look at one of the most expensive figures I've ever reviewed, the brand new Adamas Machina Transformers Rodimus. Does this upscale Autobot live up to his prodigious price tag? Welcome back to the show, it's Gay from A. AMT Rodimus is the first in a brand new transforming toy line created by Takara, in association with the company known for making some of the most tantalizing and expensive Transformers toys around, Flame Toys. Rodimus is a premium collector's item through and through, commanding a whopping $200 price tag. I imported mine straight from Japan and paid about the same after taxes and tariffs. Thank you, Donald Trump, for giving Hasbro another excuse to violate my wallet. Also, Ami, please sponsor the show. First of all, I gotta say, I respect the decision to start this line with Rodimus instead of Optimus. I love Optimus Prime. America loves Optimus Prime. But every licensed Transformers line from Kotobukiya to Lego to Unix Square opens with an Optimus Prime figure. He's the safe option. So having Rodimus herald this new toy line is a bold choice, to say the least, especially since they picked a portrayal of his character from an old, outdated, non-award-winning comic series. Fuck IDW! Fuck IDW! Second of all, this thing looks amazing. AMT Rodimus sources its appearance from an existing high-end, non-transforming figure previously released by Flame Toys, Kuro Karakuri Rodimus, a title that should never be abbreviated. This design itself is an aesthetically amplified rendition of Rodimus from the More Than Meets the Eye comic series, squaring off the body shapes with plenty of classic Transformers chunkiness and adding an extra layer of depth and realism by substantially increasing his level of detail. Clad head to toe with beautiful candy oranges and reds with majestic accenting metallic golds and silvers, Rodimus looks flashy and flamboyant. That's the nicest way I can put that without getting canceled again. His slim, youthful build, balanced with the extravagant shapes of his large shoulders and wings, gives Rodimus his iconic silhouette. But why is his waist so small? What does he need that small a waist for? For Megatron to grab while he gives Rodimus an impromptu prostate exam? His head sculpt is especially handsome. It gives off a very Gundam-esque vibe with its golden chevron and large crest running along his crown. The sculpt feels like it's trying to imbue a greater sense of primehood into Rodimus, echoing Optimus Prime's visage through the placement of his bunny ears. A subtle but meaningful deviation from his comic book design in my opinion. At his head, Rodimus is an impressive 7.5 inches tall. This makes Rodimus roughly the height of a modern leader class figure like Studio Series Optimus. He scales well with the old Combiner Wars Ultra Magnus too, if you still have him hanging around. Rodimus does not, however, scale with the previously released More Than Meets the Eye Megatron model kit from Flame Toys, significantly eclipsing him in size. I guess we finally know which one of them tops. AMT Rodimus is not only a gorgeous looking figure, he's built solidly as well. He features die-cast armor plates and joints in his legs, giving the figure a pretty good amount of weight. Reminds me of someone. His finish has survived transforming back and forth multiple times too, showing no obvious chips or damage, so the quality of his paint job also matches up to his breathtaking appearance. Let's answer the big question I know everyone is wondering. Can Rodimus do the jobby pose? Of course! The figure has a stellar amount of articulation, from butterfly shoulders, double jointed elbows, and even a little itty bitty ab crunch thanks to a ball jointed waist. That said, I do find Rodimus a bit clunky to pose in general, mostly due to his giant shoulders, but also because of certain limited joints like his knees. Can you believe that? Can you believe he doesn't have double jointed knees? AMT Rodimus comes with a small cache of accessories. His main weapons are these two photon lasers, based on the pistols included with G1 Hot Rod. The handles slip in between his fingers and clip into a small nub in the palm of his hand, locking into place when you wrap his fingers around them. IDW fans will tell you Rodimus has plenty of experience wrapping his fingers around things like dicks. The pistols can combine into the rifle-like photon eliminator from the original Rodimus toy too. Rodimus also includes his iconic pizza cutter seen in the 1986 animated film, replacing either of the figure's hands. It's well detailed and features a circular blade cast in a colorless translucent plastic that actually spins. Fun fact, the character Anti from the Gridman anime series initially wields a circular saw as a weapon. This is in reference to the fact that he was visually based off of Shattered Glass Rodimus. That's a fun fact. That's just for you. The final and least exciting accessory included with AMT Rodimus is a small silver piece of plastic that is apparently supposed to represent a communicator. I'm gonna be honest, this is kind of insulting to include with a $200 premium adult collectible. The instructions say you could store it on his rear, but hey yo! Are you fucking serious? Rodimus has a 5mm compatible rod hole in his ass? Listen, I was just joking about about him taking pipe. I didn't realize he was open for business. Why does he have this? I think it's supposed to be a stand port, but the figure doesn't include a stand. And I don't think Takara or Hasbro make stands with 5mm pegs. I guess if you ever felt the need to reenact your favorite erotic fan fiction, don't be afraid to whip out your girthiest 5mm accessory and put in his ass. AMT Rodimus has a surprisingly simple but impressive transformation scheme, with some clever and unique flourishes I've never seen on another Transformer. At the same time, having to wrestle with the fiddly things on his waist and floppy bits of his backpack make the process feel almost like a chore to perform, unlike your mom, who I always enjoy performing for. It's not bad, I just find parts of it particularly annoying. In vehicle mode, AMT Rodimus is a sleek, armored Cybertronian car with fierce, angular shapes, big metallic exhaust pipes, and enormous golden wings. The design loosely approximates his actual vehicle mode from More Than Meets the Eye, with some enhanced details. Thanks to the chunky aesthetics and quality construction of this toy, the vehicle has a decent amount of heft to it too, which means rolling him around feels really good. Like I like rolling around with your mom. That's 2 in this video. If I get one more, I get a free ice cream from McDonald's. But I'm not going to completely glaze this vehicle mode. Longtime viewers will remember I'm not the biggest fan of the aesthetics of Cybertronian alt modes, so I do have a couple of issues with this one. The various hues of paint kind of disrupt the cohesion of the vehicle, and his exposed robot arms are definitely uncrest. I don't want to sound like I dislike this vehicle mode though, because I think it perfectly conveys Hot Rod's eccentric and sporty style. Now let's address the $200 elephant in the room. We live in a world where luxury prices are becoming the norm for average quality Transformers, especially in this era where Hasbro has gone completely mask off with their price gouging. $50 motherfucking for a Spider-Man figure gets you printed on webbing, holes in his feet, and shitty accessories like the sperm from the load he wish he dumped in Gwen Stacy. So does AMT Rodimus live up to his lavish price tag? I'd say mostly. The die-cast construction and durable paint job certainly makes for a high-quality toy, but he is much prettier than he is a fun toy to play with. Unlike your mom, who is both very pretty and very fun to play with. Ayo! Yeah! Boom! 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 That's me doing her. I'm still looking forward to the upcoming AMT Predaking, and I'm excited to see what Flame Toys and Takara will cook up next. But I also wish Flame Toys would get off their fat asses and release that Black Arachnia model kit they fucking promised. I want an increase in cup size for every year I've had to wait for her. Anyway, that's just my opinions. Please leave yours in the comments below. Bye bye.